Here's a quick introduction to the control panel for the volumetric dispenser. You'll see on each of these timers there is the time, there's the program number, and then the type of action that's being controlled. For this, we're using program number 4 for both of the hoppers. So each of them are programmed the same, 0.7 seconds. Program number 4. The water runs on program 0. So program 0 is a little bit simpler. It's what the other dispenser uses for everything. And that is literally just, you have open time, you have close time. That's what the OP is. And so you just have one setting for the time for program 0, and this is 0.75 seconds, that's for the water. And when that's done, then it's done. So program 4 gives you a little bit more options. We have, I'll go into the settings. So you can change the amount of time. I don't really need to, 0.6, 0.7 seconds, somewhere in there is plenty of time for it to dispense all the material. Oh goodness. And there again, 0.6 on the closed. Now the closed time only really matters if you are doing multiple dispensings. In the other video I had, I mentioned that you can have one or both sides of the dispenser, so one or both material, dose multiple times for each time that you hit the foot switch, and that allows you to have a large amount of variability between the high and low without me having to make this thing, 10 inches tall. So the closed time is how much time it will stay closed on a loop, and then the third setting is LP, and that's literally how many times this sequence will loop. So most of the time we're just going to do once. This dispenser can go, for most materials, up to maybe a little over 2 pounds. So up to 10-pound blocks, you should not have to do more than one cycle. If you're doing a 12-pound block, you might, especially for the hardwood, soy is a little bit more dense, so I think you might even be able to get 2.5 pounds of soy on that. But if you're also doing a large variability, so if you do like 70% hardwood, 30% whatever else, then this allows you to do that, because you could just dose it twice. And if you're doing something really extreme like 90-10, you may even have to go 3 times, but that should be pretty rare. But that setting is determined by that third setting, which is LP. So you would literally just set it up, 1, 2, 3. Just avoid going down, because that is an infinite loop and that will make a big mess. So I'm going to return this to a single. Alright, I hope that is clear enough.